All right, let's be real. Finding the perfect indoor plant can be a struggle, especially if your place doesn't get a ton of sunlight. But don't worry, I got you. Today, we're talking about 12 gorgeous tall indoor plants that absolutely thrive in low light. Yeah, that's right. No crazy sunlight needed. These plants are perfect for your apartment, office, or that one dark corner you don't know what to do with. From elegant palms to the always reliable snake plant, we've got options that are not just easy to care for, but also instantly upgrade your space. So if you want to bring some chill, green vibes into your home without worrying about lighting struggles, stick around. Let's jump in. All right, kicking things off with a real beauty, the Norfolk Island Pine. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, isn't that a Christmas tree? Kinda, but this guy is way more than just holiday decor. This plant brings that tall, elegant vibe to any space, and the best part? It doesn't need bright sunlight. It actually does great in indirect light and a bit of humidity. So if your place isn't drenched in sunshine, no worries, it's still gonna thrive. Now just don't go overboard with watering. Keep the soil slightly moist, not drenched. And if your air is dry, maybe give it a mist every now and then. Treat it right, and it'll reward you with tropical, forest-like vibes all year long. So if you want a low-maintenance, statement plant that makes your place feel like a chill green oasis, this one's a winner. All right, next up, we've got a real showstopper, the Kentia Palm. If you're looking for something big, classy, and low maintenance, this is the in-one. This thing is like an instant vacation for your space. Tall, tropical, but super chill when it comes to care. It can handle low light and doesn't need direct sun, so it's perfect for apartments or offices. The trick with a Kentia palm? Less is more. Let the top inch of soil dry out before watering. No swampy soil, no drama. And since it's not a diva, it won't freak out if you forget to water once in a while. Seriously, if you want a big, bold plant that's easygoing and thrives even in low light, this is the one. All right, if you're looking for a plant that screams tropical paradise but doesn't need crazy amounts of sunlight, the Areca Palm is a solid choice. This thing adds instant jungle vibes to any room. One thing I love about the Areca Palm, it's super forgiving and thrives in low to moderate light. Just don't stick it in a dark corner. Give it some indirect light and it'll be happy. Now, Areca palms like their soil lightly moist but not soggy. So water when the top inch feels dry. No overwatering, no drama. Oh, and if the air in your place is dry, a little misting here and there keeps it fresh. Bottom line, if you want a statement plant that's easy to care for and thrives without direct sunlight, the Areca Palm is a winner. All right, if you want a tall, low-maintenance plant that looks stylish and can handle low light, check out the Dracaena. This one's a classic for a reason. One of the best things about Dracaenas? They come in a bunch of different varieties. Some tall and tree-like, others more compact. And they don't need a ton of sunlight to stay happy. Dracaenas like their soil on the dry side. So water when the top few inches feel dry, too much water, and the roots get fussy. And if you see some dusty leaves, just wipe them down to keep that fresh look. So if you want a plant that's tall, stylish, and nearly indestructible, Dracaenas are a great pick. All right, next up, the money tree. Not only does it look amazing, but people say it brings good luck and positive vibes. And hey, even if that's just a myth, it's still a gorgeous, easy care plant. This one's perfect for low to medium light. Just don't stick it in total darkness. A little indirect sunlight helps it grow those big, beautiful leaves. Now, watering, less is more. Let the top 2-3 inches of soil dry out before adding more water. Overwatering is the fastest way to make it unhappy, so keep it on the dry side. So if you want a tall, stylish plant that's easy to care for and maybe even brings a little luck, the money tree is a solid pick. All right, this one's for the plant beginners out there, the ZZ plant. If you've ever said, I can't keep plants alive, trust me, this one's almost impossible to kill. ZZ plants thrive in low light and even fluorescent lighting. So if you've got a dark corner or an office with no windows, no problem. Here's the trick: don't overwater. This plant's got thick, tuber-like roots that store water, so let the soil dry out completely between waterings. Basically, it loves a little neglect. So if you want a tough, tall plant that thrives in low light with almost zero effort, the Z's plant is your best bet. All right, this one's called the cast iron plant. And yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. Tough as nails, hard to kill, and perfect for low light. This plant can handle low light, neglect, dry air, you name it. If you've got a spot where nothing seems to grow, this plant will survive. Watering? Super easy. Just keep the soil lightly moist but not soggy. It's drought tolerant, so if you forget to water for a while, no big deal. So if you want to set it and forget it plant that thrives in low light, the cast iron plant is a winner. All right, this beauty right here, Dieffenbachia. It's got huge tropical leaves with some seriously cool patterns, and the best part? It thrives in low light. This one's perfect if you want a tall, eye-catching plant that doesn't need a ton of light. Just keep it out of direct sun too much, and those leaves can scorch. Watering? Keep it moderate, not too dry, not too soggy. And a quick heads up. Dieffenbachia is toxic to pets, so if you've got a curious cat or dog, maybe keep this one out of reach. So if you want a big, leafy statement plant that thrives in low light, Dieffenbachia is a solid choice. All right, meet the snake plant, aka the set it and forget it plant. Super tough, super stylish, and thrives in low light. This one's built for survival. Low light? No problem. Forgetting to water it for weeks? Also no problem. It's one of the easiest houseplants out there. Watering? Less is more. Let the soil completely dry out before adding any water. Overwatering is the only way to mess this one up. And bonus, this plant purifies the air, so it's great for bedrooms. If you want a low-maintenance, tall beauty that handles low light like a champ, the snake plant is the way to go. Now this one, Monstera Deliciosa, a total showstopper, big, bold, and perfect for low light. If you want that jungle vibe, in your home, this is the plant to get. These leaves? Absolute icons. They start solid when young, but as they grow, they develop these awesome splits and holes, which help them survive in the wild. Watering, every week or so, but let the top inch dry out first. This plant likes humidity too, so an occasional misting. A good idea. If you want a tall, dramatic plant that makes your home feel like a rainforest, without needing direct sun, Monstera Deliciosa is the one. All right, let's talk about the rubber plant. This one's got big, bold, glossy leaves that instantly make a room look more put together. And guess what? It thrives in low light. These leaves? Super low maintenance. They don't mind a little shade and actually do better in indirect light. Plus, they're great for cleaning the air now with watering less is more. Let the top few inches completely dry out before watering again. Overwatering? That's the fastest way to make this guy unhappy. So if you want a tall, modern-looking plant that's easy to care for and thrives in low light, the rubber plant is a solid choice. All right, last but definitely not least, the umbrella plant. Super easy to grow, loves low light, and brings a tropical feel to any room. See these leaves? That's where it gets its name. They grow in a cool, layered pattern, which makes this plant look full and elegant without taking up too much space. Watering? Every 7 to 10 days is usually enough. Just let the top few inches dry out first. Too much water can cause leaf drop. If you want a low-maintenance, elegant plant that thrives in low light and grows tall without taking over your space, the umbrella plant is a perfect choice. And there you have it. 12 gorgeous tall indoor plants that thrive in low light. Whether you're going for a tropical vibe, a modern look, or just want some fresh greenery, there's a plant here for you. Got a favorite? Drop a comment below. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more plant care tips. All right, happy planting!